Alessandro. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Everything good? Is it actually a nice weather today? It look like, yeah. Is it always the weather like this here in this area in Tuscany?
Almost at this time of the year is quite cold, but it's a beautiful sunshine, and this is the right weather that we need for the vineyards at this time of the year.
Well, great. Thank you very much. Actually, we are very happy to be here at Vallepicciola to have this little chat with you. Thank you very much. So let's start, right? I have a little bit personal question for you first. So first, tell us, what is your position in Vallepicciola?
My position is general manager and winemaker.
Winemaker. How long have you been working in the winemaking industry?
It's about 30 years, so it's quite a good experience.
Are you feel bored sometimes?
It's always it's a pleasure. Since I was really young, that was my dream to be a winemaker, and every day for me is a big emotion. Every day is a new emotion, and to make this job for me, it's a very beautiful.
So, is that actually your dream come true? Your childhood dream? What is the best wine have you made in your life?
You make me in a very
difficult question.
difficult position, but I think in every step of my professional life, I had a best wine, not to remember of the moment. But now, if I have to choose my best wine in Vallepicciola, my favorite are the two we have here, is Cabernet Franc and the Sangiovese. So the two wonderful grapes that in Vallepicciola are perfectly representing the terroir and my style of winemaking.
What is your style of winemaking? Tell us.
First of all, for me, it's extremely important to taste the wine. When we taste the wine, in the wine must be recognized terroir, the grapes, and the character of the winemaker.
Can you actually describe yourself as a winemaker, your characters?
Yeah, it's my character is it's exactly tasting my wines. You can understand how is my which is my character, and it's extremely my idea is to be extremely balanced as my character as well. In the sense that I always to find the right situation in the right moment. That is means the same thing when you taste the wine, that the wine must be perfectly balanced. Otherwise, if you have too much acidity or too much full body or less acidity or too low acidity, so always in the perfect wine I want to find the best balance. That is my main characteristic also in my character.
So, for you, red wine or white wine?
Red.
Sparkling or still?
Still.
Sweet or dry?
Dry.
Italian or non-Italian wine?
That is Italian.
Italian.
Always.
Real for real?
Huh?
For real?
Yes.
Okay, tell us, not necessarily from your winery right now, but tell us which Italian wine you like the best?
Honestly, Sangiovese.
Sangiovese
for me, it's one of the most beautiful Italian grapes that are representing the terroir in a very beautiful aspect.
Okay, that's interesting. Is the Sangiovese actually also a good wine for food pairing?
Absolutely, it's one of the most beautiful wine for food pairing. Sangiovese is perfect wine for any occasion, for any kind of food, starting with a piece of bread, or going with a real steak and a beautiful piece of meat, or the very aged cheese. So Sangiovese, because in Sangiovese there is a wonderful balance between body and acidity, and the acidity is always important in the Sangiovese, and this acidity makes the wine always very enjoyable. Enjoyable also by itself, so you can drink a glass of Sangiovese without food, and you can really enjoy the Sangiovese without food.
Like a wine for meditation.
Yes, exactly.
Do you drink Sangiovese every day?
Absolutely.
Your own wine?
Of course.
How many glasses you drink a day?
Not really too much, but it's during meal. It's one glass in the morning, in the lunch, and two glasses at the dinner.
So 3 glasses a day.
Yes.
Oh, that's almost a bottle.
It's I think it's 3 glasses of the day. It's also by the studios that make by very important doctors in United States.
That's true.
They said that to drink between 2 and 3 red wine glasses is be healthy. So it's especially for heart.
Yeah. We hear about. So you mentioned about wine and food pairing. What is the best dish in Tuscany, let's say, to be paired with Sangiovese wine?
Honestly, it's a bistecca fiorentina. So the Fiorentina steak is, for my personal opinion, the best food pairing with Sangiovese. But again, also if you present me a wonderful piece of pecorino cheese, it's 24 months aged, for example, it's also fantastic pairing.
That sounds very yummy. I'm already hungry now. Yeah. So, talking about, let's talk about other wine. Just not maybe, even not Italian wine. If you have to pick another wine, which one, another wine in the world, which one will you pick?
Pinot Noir.
Give us 3 words to describe Pinot Noir for you.
Even one word. Elegance. That's all.
Elegant. Can you? Okay, let's ask. Which Pinot Noir producer in the world you like the most?
Of course, DSC. Romane Conti is.
That's expensive.
It's really expensive, but there are also some beautiful producer of Pinot Noir also in Oregon, in Australia, in New Zealand, that South Africa, that they are producing a fantastic Pinot Noir and not crazy expensive. And also here in Vallepicciola we produce a fantastic Pinot Noir.
How many Pinot Noir like in Vallepicciola? How many? What is the production of Pinot Noir?
Pinot Noir is very important for Vallepicciola because we have 4 different levels of Pinot Noir. We have Rosé still, we have Rosé Bubble, Metodo Classico, and we have entry-level Pinot Noir as a red wine, and we have a top-level Pinot Noir as a red wine. So we have, totally speaking, we are about 50,000 bottles. So it's not.
That's quite a lot.
It's a very important production for Vallepicciola, and because in Vallepicciola we have this beautiful hill, very clay. It's very important because for Pinot Noir is the main characteristic of the soil must be rich in clay, because the clay give to the Pinot Noir a fantastic presence of the character of Pinot Noir into the juice. This is extremely important.
Can I ask what type of Pinot Noir here in Vallepicciola you are making? Is it similar to in the world?
Honestly, our style of Pinot Noir is much more close to Burgundy than other expression of Pinot Noir in Italy, like Alto Adige, for example. Because our terroir, our elevation, our soil characteristics are much more closer to Burgundy than any other part of Italy. Of course, we have a Pinot Noir with a great character of this area. So, of course, you can taste Pinot Noir very recognizable in terms of all the skills of Pinot Noir are perfectly recognizable in the glass. But at the same time, if you make a comparison with other Pinot Noir around the world, you feel this style much more closer to Burgundy.
Nice, sounds interesting. Now I really want to try the Pinot Noir wine from your winery.
Absolutely, anytime.
Some weird question for you. So you mentioned that you have tried, let's say, Pinot Noir from not only Europe but also from South Africa, from America, many countries actually.
Yes.
What is your dream country to visit next?
To visit to produce wine one day, or just to visit for a pleasure? So,
Why not give us two answers?
one day, my feeling is probably remain as a dream. I don't know, but one day I would really love to think about to produce a Pinot Noir in Australia. That would be my last step of my professional life. And thinking to visit, I have several favorite countries around the world, but once again, is Australia is one of my favorites.
So always Australia. That's
Yes.
your dream place to go.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, sounds very sunny.
I really love Australia as a country. I really love Australians as a people, and I really love the feeling that Australians has in terms of style of life. That is, it's very beautiful. They are always very peaceful. They are not stressed people. They are always making a good compromise. The quality of life is always very high in Australia, and I really love that.
Okay, interesting. So let's do maybe last question now.
Yes.
So imagine if you can become a type of grape, a grape variety. Please don't give us Pinot Noir. What kind of grape you want to be?
Sangiovese.
Sangiovese. And a Sangiovese growing in Tuscany.
Yes, absolutely. It's the king of Tuscany.
So you want to be a king
Yes.
of the grapes.
Yes.
Great, that's fun. Great. Thank you very much.
Thank
This
you.
is very glad and very happy to have this short chat with you, and hope we will see you again.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.